5 seconds, you say?
Yep.
Right. Let me get there. Done.
Okay, give me a second. Wait, where do I have timer? Okay, it disappeared. Wait, where is it? Okay, I found it. Okay, I'm paused at 5 seconds, so ready whenever you are.
I am ready.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Okay, so it's Adrastea up again. This time it's gonna be a game between the team Justice for TheWheelie going up versus team Zasport. Which name is unfortunately not something I remember. Okay, the name is Rust. No, sorry, they're playing versus Rust. Rust is actually Team Nuggets, Blast, Chill and Co.
Yes.
So I'm already making mistakes here, I'm very sorry for that. So well, what do you think is gonna happen here, Deli? I have no clue if you saw the previous games played by the different teams.
Honestly, the map looks quite a bit more dynamic than the previous or other maps.
Oh yeah, that is for sure. Especially with the reclaim in the middle and stuff.
Yes, so it could be interesting how the AI also will be aggressive or not towards the players.
I mean, last game I saw on this map, the AI was actually trying to go and push through the bottom part of the map or the top one. Especially as you can see, there are cruiser wrecks that you can basically grab and even make the AI move even faster.
Oh yeah, I see. So the positions are quite interesting. They do not have a lot of space.
Yes.
So,
especially the players on the middle.
and Navy will probably be quite, maybe even deciding factor in the game.
Oh yeah, if you can actually grab control of one of the ponds, grab some kind of T2 destroyers, especially Salems, it's gonna prove to be really hard to go and beat them later on, because if you get a Destro somewhere closer parked to the enemy base, it's just gonna have everything inside its range.
Exactly. So we can see Blast is already going for the top to establish himself in the top Navy. And Nuggets is going get the reclaim, I guess.
Yeah, it does actually seem so. So it seems like the players are actually deciding to help out the AI Navy. Which is a very interesting choice, because normally you would expect the mid lane player, that is Blast, to be actually going for the mass and the extraction points on the middle, and basically use his ACU to go and fight off versus the enemy. Oh, I didn't change the scene.
No, unfortunately.
No, my bad, guys. You will see it in a minute and a half. But yeah, normally you expect both ACUs from the mid lane players to just go and start fighting over the mass and stuff here.
Yes. Also, the gameplay seems to me like it's all about who crushes the enemy AI first and establishes the control of the top part of the map, or bottom.
Yep. Although we can actually go and connect that by crashing with the Navy, so yeah.
True.
I'm not really sure if investing so hard into land forces would be the best idea.
Though to be fair, there's not much left to do for the bottom and top layer.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
Well, except maybe they can establish a fire base and then go into Navy.
Yeah, but it seems like FTX Commando is actually doing the good choice of sending the ACU at the front line, instead of actually using the only engineers to expand, because the AI was trying to be cheeky with its TAM and other units to catch the expanding engineers, but the ACU here is gonna be enough. Although the ACU is just gonna go and steal the Mazvrek.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be working out with the engineer alone, for Zeta at least.
Oh yeah, you're actually true. But in the previous game I saw here, the AI was basically just murdering the expanding engineers one after another. So I guess this time the AI is just playing more of a pacifist role.
I see.
But okay, it seems like TheWheelie is actually not gonna join FTX Commando on the top side. But instead he's actually gonna go and push for the middle to go and support Arc Simcat. And did my Steam crash? No, okay, it's working fine. Just Twitch hanging on the wrong screen for whatever the reason.
Apparently TheWheelie is the only one who is going to the Navy on top, whilst the bottom team has 2 players and a lot more investment.
Yes, that is true. It seems like FTX Commando is just gonna focus on the monkey spam to actually go and 1v1 the AI. Meanwhile, TheWheelie is gonna be supporting him from the Navy side.
So quite odd to see FTX not playing UEF.
I mean, he didn't play UEF at all, so what can I say? He's been either playing Aeon or Seraphim, so the man just believes that UEF sucks. And when we look at the amount of UEF players in this tournament, I can actually kind of agree with that. Because it's been Aeon all day.
Aeon seemed to be working out for FTX quite well, going for Restoras.
I mean, yeah, man been saying that Aeon is broken faction, and it seems like he's actually capable of proving it in the tournament.
Yeah. Although I think the choice of going for Seraphim this time is just because of power.
Yeah, exactly. Having the early on T1 Zeus and stuff is just so much better than Aurora. Even more so when you are actually not planning to use the Auroras or Blazes to fight the Navy. But what's very interesting is that actually Blast Chill is going for the T1 frigates, he's opting for the early submarines. And
yes.
Well,
and he's going up against the T2 factory already.
Yes, I was about to mention that. I was like, let's see what Farms is actually going to answer with. And well, he's an already finished T2 HQ.
Wow, that is extremely quick.
Yeah, it seems like the man was just planning on doing it from the very beginning. So I'm actually surprised that he opted for sharing the technology with FTX Commando. Instead of going for the Cybernet frigates, he just went straight for the Seraphim destroyers.
Yeah, I find that is an odd choice as well.
I mean, it's an odd choice, but considering he might be going versus the T1 spam from the Aeon AI players, and also a bunch of frigates, the Seraphim might be just much stronger choice here with the micro potential.
Maybe. Maybe you will be able to crush faster with Seraphim.
Yeah, after all, Salem tends to miss a lot of its shot. It have good DPS and absolute beastly range, but yeah, hitting the shells is quite problematic for it.
So apparently the AI is having issues to deal with just a couple of subs. Looking at what Nuggets has done.
I mean, it have found a way to deal with them. Start making Auroras.
True.
So I'm not sure if that T2PD is actually gonna work out versus the subs. That is a questionable choice by the AI, especially is on the right flank. We can see Zeta already knocking on its door with the gun upgraded ACU.
Yeah, it doesn't have much to defend. At all.
I mean, the T2PD should still be capable of defending the core base and also the red guy. But the damage is still gonna be done, and compared to what FTX Commando is doing, it seems like Zeta is just so much better, because, yeah, FTX Commando just had to go and turn his tail between his legs and run away, as there is a bunch of angry units going his way.
That seems so. The top AI seems to have much more units to defend their bases.
Yeah, I feel like it might be just that the bottom AI was getting, well, poked all the time with the T1 submarine, so it's unsure what to do. Meanwhile, Blast Shield just going for the early navy here meant that the AI can actually focus more on the land units.
That is true.
And oh boy, it seems like Farmstead is actually cooking quite nicely. He went for the T2 Cruiser as the next unit.
Yeah, fortunately with nice micro he doesn't really need another one.
I mean, to be honest, I'm actually surprised no one went for the Seraphim here, or the UEF in the previous games, because thinking about it right now, the Cruiser TML is just gonna be so massive on this map.
Yeah, it's going to be strong for sure. But also the Salem, walking on land and having such huge range, can do so much pressure.
Yeah, that is also true. I mean, it doesn't even have to walk on land, because if you actually win the top pond, you are able to go and kill everything that FTX and everyone else have on the left side team, and the same goes for the bottom team. If you lose the pond, even the Exodus class is gonna be enough to deal massive damage.
That's true. But he might be even able to... I mean, if his farms neglects the Navy after, Nuggets just can walk over with his destroyers.
Oh yeah, that is true. It's not something you often see, but when it happens, Adrastea is like, damn boy, the Cybern is here.
Yeah, though to be fair, it cannot possibly have much use, considering what factions they picked.
Yeah, that is true. There is... I mean, no, actually wait, Nuggets have the Silence, and yeah, Wheelie can still build a second HQ if he wants to, but I think that just going for more TML from the cruisers would be the better choice.
We'll see how it pans out.
Yes, we will. But it seems like opting for the Seraphim destroyers is really the play here. Just imagine the Salems having to go and try to deal with this hover spam coming from Blast Shield.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Seraphim is just gonna be like, boop boop, I'm gonna fall back and still kill you.
Yeah, it's just having such an easy time dealing with the hover.
Yeah, it's an amazing destroyer when it comes to dealing with land units. Although it seems like, speaking of Nuggets and Salems, he's actually gonna go and make a really nice pull versus Arc Simcat, walking his ASU basically up to the door of the base belonging to him, and also using his own Salem to lay down some damage. That is if he were actually capable of microing it properly, because so far all he has been dealing damage to is the little rock in front of him.
Oh, it appears that they finished their game and hosting a new game.
Okay, that's good to hear.
I propose we speed up the replay and see how it pans out.
Let's go to +2.
+2.
And
Done.
if you could actually go and give them a tip to wait for us a second.
Yes, I will.
But yeah, it seems like the game is actually panning out a slightly bit differently, because I was hoping for Zeta to go and crush the enemy AI players, but it seems like he's just unable to do it. While on the other side, Mr. FTX with his land forces, together with the roided up ACU of the Advanced Region Aura available, is gonna make a push straight to the middle of the enemy base. And it seems like AI might actually be unable to deal with it, even more so, as the push is gonna be complemented by the AI, by the forces from Farmstetia. Just look at the destroyers just dealing the damage here. And then together with the land forces coming from Mr. FTX Commando, I'm afraid to say that this wall base is gonna be nothing but rubble in the next few minutes. One of the AIs is actually gonna go and take a lot of damage. Actually, FTX going to go and kill both of them at the same time. As it seems, the Shun Avloyev have been decimated, and as such, the other AI is also forced to go and start running away. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, it seems like the forces belonging to Nuggets are still struggling to go and finish off the base belonging to the enemy AI. Even more so, as Zeta is also found quite lacking when it comes to the speed at which he's gonna go and kill the enemy. The other explosion can be seen on the minimap as the last AI for the right side team is gonna go and explode, as FTX Commando managed to go and deal the finishing blow. Now it means that this base is gonna be nothing else but a memory, as FTX Commando can basically go finish it off and then start reclaiming whatever was left. And after that, it seems like it is gonna be cruiser spam for him. Yes, it is. It is gonna be the cruiser spam, as he's gonna go and try to break through the Aeon TMDs, which is most likely, unfortunately, not gonna happen. Okay, Nock actually being aware of the cruisers being here, reinforcing this wall plateau with a bunch of Aeon TMDs, meaning that he can actually defend the T2 mass extractors, also building some miasmas to go and protect the Navy, but the scary stuff is gonna happen right now. All of the hover from Arc Simcat and from Mr. FTX Commando is gonna join the forces with the Navy and most likely make a push for the base belonging to Blast Shield.
This is starting to look very scary.
Yep. Very scary, and while the bottom team might actually go and finally finish off the enemy AI in the corner, they're still behind a few paces compared to the top team.
Although they do have a bunch of cruisers mounted now.
Yeah, but unfortunately the cruisers are just not gonna go through the enemy TMDs. There's just way too many of them.
Yes, and the Blast is barely able to hold them off. Getting air support as well.
Yeah, the air support from the Strat Bomber is appreciated, but I don't think he can actually go and control the air position right now, the airplay. He only has 8 ASF, make it 9, because one just came out of the factory. Meanwhile, Insidious now have quite a few of interceptors together with the Swift Winds and ASF, so yeah. He have way higher fighting force, and it seems like this. FTX Commando is gonna go and make a push versus the Blast Shield's base. He's trying to go and snap. Oh, what a beautiful bomb from the Strat Bomber, killing half of the hover.
Wow.
And yes, it seems like Blast Shield might still hold on to his base, at least for a while longer.
Yes, it still seems quite equal.
Yeah, even the mass income is actually quite equal. If anything, it seems like the bottom team is somehow ahead in the echo game. 500 mass compared to 370. So yeah, it seems like top team have more units available, but the bottom one have much better economy to support them. And they're waiting for us in the next lobby, right?
Well, I sent a message to TheWheelie because it's the only one who was online.
Okay, then let me take a quick look if they're waiting or not. Okay, they're waiting for us, it seems so. Or at least they're waiting for one of the players, as Arc Simcat is still not in the game there.
Yes.
Okay, back to the replay. It seems like it's basically who can make more cruisers right now. Because not only you can use them to lay siege to the enemy positions, but more importantly, you can basically deny any kind of air incursion on your side of the map. So it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
I will text on Discord as well.
Okay, thank you very much. But it basically seems like the game is a stalemate. Everyone is aware of what is the position, but Mr. Nock is actually gonna get a few nice shots down against the enemy T2 mass extractors. We can see him sniping. Okay, he only sniped a single one, and the airfight is gonna happen straight over the base belonging to Mr. Insidious Noob. And well, let's see if the aircraft gonna be enough. The interceptors mingling with the Swift and ASF for Donny are actually gonna be just enough to go and shut down all of the ASF belonging to Mr. Nox. So yeah, no one cares. Unfortunately, gonna go and lose out on this engagement. It seems like he was a tad bit too gung-ho about killing of all of the enemy ASF, losing out the only advantage he had over Insidious Noob.
Wow, that can be big, but I think just alone with the presence of all those UEF cruisers gonna be tough.
Yeah, it most likely won't matter. But the other thing is that Insidious Noob only have 100 mass income available compared to the 200 for No One Cares, so No One Cares is actually really ahead. So I really do wonder how it's gonna go and end up.
Top team seems to be breaking through less space.
Yeah. TheWheelie is certainly packing more punch with his cruisers compared to the other side. But also it seems like Blast Shields and No One Cares are not really making that many of TMDs to go and protect themselves. And while Nuggets did try to move the Salaams towards the other side of the map, it seems like the cruisers were just enough to go and prevent it from happening.
Farm says it's 4 AM for Arch. Maybe we speed up a little bit more.
Okay, gonna go to +4. So it's gonna be a really fast one, guys. Hope you're not gonna miss anything. And yeah, it seems like the cruisers for Farm City are really doing the good job. They're basically breaking apart the wall base, belonging to blast shields as the team lists are not enough. All of the mexes are gonna fall down, and as such, the blast shield ACU is also gonna be forced to go and fall back.
So the GC is gonna be probably a lot of issues.
Yeah, it's a big nasty issue. Where is it going? It's going through the middle of the map.
I'm not sure if they're aware of it.
They are not.
Not yet.
They have never spotted it. They might see it on the radar, but that's about it.
Now they should be able to.
I mean, they
They're
don't
not
even see it on the radar.
This looks like big.
It's just
like
going
big.
outside of the range, and because there's just so much cover in here, and so much navy, the GC basically looks like any other bleep on the radar. Meaning that it's gonna be a very nasty surprise for the opposing team.
Blast is going to try and blow up all this tower, which is a good move. But I'm not sure if it's enough to kill the GC.
I don't think so. And there is also a Galactic class battleship for Mr. Nuggets. But is it gonna be enough to go and stop this big army from TheWheelie? I don't think so.
But this is not looking good.
Oh yeah, Mercy is being used up to go and break the Galactic Colossus. Didn't do much damage to it, but managed to go and kill off all of the shields that were supporting it. Blast shield going outside to go and fire an overcharge, dying to the GC as the ACU of him explodes in flames. But the GC from Farms is actually just waddling through to the other side, being... Oh my god, is he actually gonna do what I think? No, he's not. I thought he was gonna go and basically just walk over the ACU building to Nuggets. But no, it doesn't seem like he will try to do it. So I'm not really sure where exactly is he trying to move his GC. Oh, he's going for the other ACU belonging to Zeta on the other side of the beach. And Zeta, being unaware of what is happening, he might die to it. Yep, he fires his overcharge, and after a few more seconds he's just gonna go and explode. It seems like the GC was really the play to go and win the game, as with this last death, all of the players on the team Zeta, the Echo Turtles, are gonna go, on the team Rust, are gonna go and say, GG, we're gonna quit. And now we can go and finally join the game.
Yes. Oh well, apparently my replay was a bit faster than yours, so I
Oh, it
already
might
finished.
be.
I already joined the lobby.